Hi, if you didn't know, I'm going live this Saturday. Hi and welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make things with pegs. Now I'm going to turn these pegs into some really cool fridge magnets. Now that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But imagine if this was a magnet decorated and then you could stick it to your fridge. Imagine the possibilities. So without further ado, here we go. Thanks for watching the tutorial. So before I do the show and tell part, where I literally show and then talk about it, I would love it if you would join my channel. It's $1.99 a month, and that is a great way of supporting my channel. You can also hit super thank. I believe it's either this side or this side, a little heart with a $sign in it. You can make your own contribution, or lastly, you can make a contribution to Gail Jones Polymer Clay channel at gmail.com through PayPal. So, without further ado, as I said to begin with, right, let's have a look at which one I'm going to show you first. Okay, so this one is the bear. Now, I do like making little bears. I haven't made one in a really long time, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it because, you know, why not? It's nice and simple. And I wanted to just sort of do something that I've been doing for years, just for ease more than anything. But yeah, here's his little face. I think he's really cute. I make him flat at the back. Bears I don't normally make flat, they are normally round, but obviously for the peg I wanted him to have a flat back. Now I have made a background for him, so it was textured because originally I was going to have it behind him at the front, and then I turned it around. I thought, oh no, I want this to be on the back, so I turned it round. So you can't see much of the back, however it is just black clay and then stamp, and then I used gold mica powder. That's pretty much it. So a little close-up of his face again, and then little belly. My bears, this is what I call a naked bear because he's got no clothes on. He's got a little belly button, and then it's really simple in terms of the shape. They are little round balls of all different sizes, and they are just rolled together, and the nose is flattened, and then the little black part is just another little ball that's rolled in a different direction. The ears, I'll show you about the ears in a minute, because my flower petals are exactly the same as how I make my bear ears, which is kind of weird, but it's just the way I do it. So there's his feet down the bottom there, and that's kind of it. And then I just popped a little bow in him. Now the idea of this is you stick this to the fridge, and then you've got a little place to put all your notes. So you've got like a little magnet that you can pop notes in there. Now a nice strong wooden peg is really needed for this, because if you're going to put a lot of notes on your fridge, it's a really good idea to have a nice strong peg. Now this is one of the posher pegs that I've got, and this one here that I showed you at the start of the tutorial, these are one of the sort of the more basic kind. What I would recommend is getting a more tougher one with a better mechanism, so a stronger one, and then obviously your little project will be nice and safe. So let's move on to the next one. So this one is completely different because I want to do different things. So this is a little flower. So I'm just going to show you all the way around. Obviously a flower as it is. Now as you can see here, these petals are exactly the same as the bear is. Now the reason I don't know why I do it this way, I have got no idea, but it just happened one day and I thought, oh, I can make petals, I can make bear ears, and I can make petals. I don't know, it's really odd. But yeah, so you can see them, they're exactly the same. But anyway, and then it has like a yellow part in the middle, a stem and a pot. Now I'm not particularly a fan of this pot, I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's the wrong colour or something like that, or maybe it was more sort of cartoony and then more trying to be a bit more realistic. I'm not entirely sure, but let me know in the comments what you think of the flower, because like I said, I'm not really sure about it. I'm really not. So anyway, this has got paper as a background. Now I hadn't thought of this before, but I'd already baked it and I thought, well, I haven't made a backing, so what do I do now? So I just got some paper out because it was nice and easy. So you won't see anything on the background because of the backing. So these little magnets, and they've got them on all of these that I've made today. These little magnets are ridiculously strong, and you just pop them on. Now it is good to have a stronger magnet because you're going to be holding the weight of whatever you've made on it. So it's good to have the stronger magnet. And then of course it's just literally the same sort of mechanism, and then you can pop your notes in there. Now once I'd made these, I thought, well, what can be my third one? And I thought, I don't really know, I can make hearts or something like that. And then I thought, no, let's make something that is going to be really, really useful. So I thought, right, let's make something that you really want to peg on your fridge. So shopping lists. You could write one shopping list and pop it in there. Or if you're a bit like me, you think, oh, I need that, write it down and then forget where you put the piece of paper. You can write it down and then you could peg it to the fridge. And that was my idea. Now I know this one's upside down because I didn't really think of the sort of direction of what I was going to do it, of which way I was going to put it round, but you could do it whichever way you fancy. It doesn't really matter. You can have it this way in your fridge if you wanted to, because there are 2 magnets on the back. And I just thought this was such a cool idea. I'm very much one to not think of all of the things I need for shopping all at once. And I'll think, yes, I need that, forget all about it. But if I can just go to a scrap piece of paper, write it down and then stick it in my shopping peg, it's going to work. So that was my idea for this. Now, because I made 2 of these, I thought, well, I can't just have shopping. What about busy people that have lots of appointments? So that's exactly what I did. So here is the next one. Now this is a really long one and it is longer than the peg at the back. But yeah, even looking at it now, it looks really long. But I just thought, you busy people out there with, I don't know, lots of dates to go to, or, you know, lots of important parties, or the other side maybe, appointments, that sort of thing, doctors, hospitals, all that. Important stuff. So I thought you could have exactly the same thing. So you get a letter in the post and you think, oh, what am I going to do with that? So you end up putting it by the microwave or by sort of the fridge or something like that. And then it disappears and you think, why on earth did I put that? This will solve your problems. Peg it to the appointments peg on your fridge and you'll never forget your appointments. So a couple of things I wanted to say about these 2. I wanted bling on this and I thought, oh, I've got my glitter and mica powder thing back now and I wanted to add some cool stuff. Now you don't obviously have to, but I was thinking, you know, shopping, I was going to go for red because it's like an outgoing, and then I think, well, you know, a green wouldn't be necessary for like appointments, but I thought blue for appointments. And you could have like a colour coding system as well. You know, if you wanted to use orange, or you could put something like urgent on one of them, which then means you would go to the urgent peg to find out what you need to do the next day, that sort of stuff. So to me, it kind of like helps with memory maybe, or something like that. But because I wanted to have a little bit of bling on these ones, I popped some mica powder on it and then did super glue and glitter. I wanted to throw it all on, so I did. And at first I thought, oh, this is a bit much, but I'll just go in closer so you can get a good look of the sort of the glitter and how it all sort of shines up. Now I quite like this effect. Now the super glue is dried, I feel a bit more relaxed about it. As you well know, I hate super glue unless it's covered in glitter, and this is definitely covered. So yeah, I kind of like it now. I've got used to it. I also did the edging as well because I thought, you know, why not? Now white is great if you can keep it clean and you don't have dogs. I have a lot. Or you don't put a load of fingerprints everywhere. And I did get some of the mica powder on the blue part. Nope. And I did get some of the mica powder on the white part, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to cover it up with glitter. So that's exactly what I did. And then on this one, I did something a bit different. I used one of my favourite glitters, and I've used that for a really long time, but just lately I haven't. And I thought, oh, this is great, because like, who doesn't like shopping, right? And it's sparkly, and you know, if you've got a receipt for something and it's quite important, you forget about it, you put it somewhere, and then whatever you bought breaks, and you think, where on earth did I put that receipt? Well, it'll be in your shopping peg. Hopefully, if you remember to put it there. But yeah, that was my idea for that as well. So my brain for this video went on several tangents. I thought you could make stuff for pegs, but also make them kind of really useful. So this is how you make peg magnets with polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Welcome back to the peg channel. Ow! There's also another thing you could do. You could actually make your own peg. So what you'd need to make your own peg is effectively the shape of the wooden bit. So you'd pull a peg apart, you'd pull the peg apart, if you got that the first time, excellent. You'd make this shape, and then you would use the mechanism in your polymer clay peg. So I should have done that for this video, to be honest, because that would have been much better. All you need to make sure is that polymer clay peg part, so this wooden bit that you would turn into a wooden, your own peg kind of thing. I don't know how many times I've said peg in this video, but it's fun. I don't like that very much. It's not good. Now I'm not going to tell you much about it because I want you to watch the tutorial. Excellent. Thanks for watching the tutorial. Please, see, here we go again with the please. So I believe it's either this, excellent. Although these are, what's the word? Okay, well you use both hands. No, oh, that's not going to work. Oh, so this is how you make a peg. No, that's not going to work.